This is platform lunge on the Xformer, performed on the left side. So for your setup, you'll stand on your front platform, step your left foot in front of the platform strap, take a light touch to your balance pole, and then reach your right toes back onto your carriage. Right toes will be around the first white line, but since I'm 5'2", I'm gonna go a little bit in front of that white line. You'll find your lowest lunge with your left knee over your left heel, and then slowly rise up until your left leg is about 80% straight, keeping that time under tension. Glide the carriage back, bend your left knee, keep your left knee directly over your left heel. Let your left thigh come down until it's about parallel to the floor. Now, as you rise up, you'll stack your head over your shoulders over your hips. As you lunge down, there's a tip of your torso, a tip of your pelvis slightly forwards. You get that long diagonal line from the crown of your head to your tail. Now here you'll see me do it wrong. It's a press of the knee forward. This is going to put a lot of pressure in your knee. It's going to ask your quads to do more of the work here. This is one of the biggest things I see go wrong in a platform lunge. So you really want to work on trying to get that knee over ankle instead of what you see here, which is knee over toes. Another thing that I see go wrong is sitting too low down into the lunge. So notice that it's more of like a stretch right now for my right hip flexors. Again, we're focused on that time under tension. I always say if it feels good, we're probably not in the correct position or it's too big of a range of motion. So here I'm just going down way too low and I'm hitting more of a stretch than an activation. Okay, so now let's talk about your carriage kick. So you'll find the bottom of your lunge and then bend your right knee, pull your right thigh forward until your right knee is underneath your right hip, and then slowly extend your right leg back as you push the carriage behind you. Now, as your right knee bends in, you actually want to give 50% of your weight to your right leg. So you're 50-50 between left and right, and then slowly extend your right leg back. Now, another thing that you see go wrong here, same thing as your knee pushing too far forward, back leg barely taking on any of the weight, kind of just swinging in and out here instead of that 50-50 load we talked about before. And then here you see my back heel dropping down. Want to try to keep the back heel lifted nice and high. So one more time, we'll go over proper form here. Back heel's lifted nice and high. Your right knee only comes in underneath your right hip. You find that perfect 50-50 weight load. And your left thigh stays low as you extend your right leg straight. And then one more time, proper form for that platform lunge. As you rise up, squeeze your inner thighs together and then lower down all the way until left thigh's parallel to the floor.